welcome to another episode of I Demand a Homestead. My name is Amanda, and today what we're going to be doing is we're actually going to be reviewing an app that can help you diagnose what's wrong with your vegetables and your various different kind of crops, okay? It is really complicated to try and figure out exactly what's going on with your plants. So there's this cool app, Agrio, and it was originally designed actually for farmers, but there's also this super cool free version of the app, which is great for the home gardener. So that's what we're going to talk about today and kind of show you exactly how it works. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go through your garden, and if you've got kind of plants that are not doing well, or you've got a disease of some kind, or insects, what you're going to do is you're going to go and take a few pictures of each type of problem, okay? So we're going to put them into the Agrio app, and we're going to show you how that works, all right? Well, let's get started.
Okay, here we are on our screen here, so we're just going to tap our Agrio app. And this is the main screen that you're going to see. I'm going to kind of widen it up a little bit better. So what you can see here on the home screen is at the top we've got something called all plots, and then you can name your plot. In the free version you can only name one plot. I thought you could name a whole bunch of them, so I've called this one tomato, but anyway, that's the name of my plot. All right, so we can see here as we come down here that it says sowing day is May the 12th, 2023. It also gives me a little bit of information about the weather, and I've got below that I've got upcoming tasks. Friday the 8th of September I was supposed to plant my fall lettuce, which I did. Okay, so it can do that. It'll let you know what's coming up. And as we come down here a little bit, you can see daily briefing. These are premium features. I only have the free version, but this you could also get. And then down below, we've got the blog, which talks about a whole bunch of different topics. And you can kind of just go along and pick what you want to know about. Let's say you want to know about reasons to implement crop rotation. You can just click on that, and it's going to tell you about crop rotation and what kinds of things you need to think about when you're thinking about how to do that. So lots of good information there. So here we are, it's September. So let's say I want to put in, I can see my tasks where they are. I had a task here where I needed to apply fungicides. Okay, if I want to add a new task, I can just tap on the day, okay, here. And you can either record an intervention or you can set a future task, which is what I'm going to do. And it is going to be other. And what I'm going to do is harvest apples. Okay. Recorded a task. Okay. And then we can go back to our main page, and then coming up in a few days, it will show that upcoming task as it's getting closer. So that's a nice way to kind of schedule things in if you want to kind of keep track of what's coming up. Another thing that you can do as well is you can do a consult, and it has a bot that will actually kind of answer your questions. So let's say I want to ask how to treat powdery mildew. And then what will happen is that the Harvey, the Agrio bot, is going to give me information about what I can do to treat powdery mildew, okay, or whatever else. And it has an option down here, chat with a human. That again, you have to pay for the premium if you want to do that. And then the reason why I actually really wanted to get this app was for the diagnosing. So all right, so at this point you can add photos, which I already have done. So we will pick one here. And it wants to know what was sprayed in the last month, and nothing was sprayed. It is many of the plants, and then it is the leaf that I have noticed, and we press continue. Is this your plant? A grape? Yes, it is. And then it's going to process my inquiry. And it says with high confidence it is an iron deficiency. And then it also kind of has some suggestions about other things that it might be. And then we can click on treatments, and it's going to give me some suggestions about things that I can do. And then we're going to try again with another one. Okay, we are going to pick a cabbage. Press continue. Is this your plant? Cabbage? Yes. Moths, which I already knew that it was moths. Okay, and then we can kind of go down to the different treatments, and then again you can see there's different cultural practices that you can do about how to manage things. Then they've got conventional or organic or biological forms of sprays that you can think about. Let's try this bean plant. How much of your plot is suffering? So I'm going to say it's a few plants. It's the leaf. Is it a pepper? No. Is a bean, so I'm going to click on that. Processing your inquiry. And it's not sure. And this is the thing too. I mean, I'm fairly sure that my beans are suffering from a bacterial wilt, or a fungal wilt, some kind of wilt. But again, because this Agrio is based on AI, it's still kind of improving, and I think as the time goes on, it's going to get better and better at diagnosing things. So that is pretty much the bulk of what this can do. So I think it's really, really good for trying to figure out what's going on with your plants, trying to schedule things in, and kind of keeping track of stuff. All right.
So basically that's all the features of that Agrio app that I have on the free version. And I think for kind of most gardeners, that probably would be enough. If you're really trying to kind of get into like a market gardening where you want to kind of grow more of your own food, then probably you might actually want to think about investing in the paid version. Now, it's not always consistent in being able to identify what's going on. Maybe I need to put more pictures in there. I'm not quite sure. And then the other thing is that it doesn't have everything that I'm growing. So for example, I was trying to kind of upload a photo of Brussels sprouts, and it doesn't have Brussels sprouts. So it's got most of the main kind of crops, the common ones that people would be growing, but depending on your area, it may not have everything. But all in all, I think it's a good resource to kind of add to your toolkit to try and kind of get a little bit of a better idea what's going on with your plants. And I think anything that can kind of help us while we're trying to be better gardeners is a great thing. All right, so this app can go on your iPad, it can go on your Android. There's other apps out there, but this is just the one that I tried and I liked, especially because I have an iPhone and some of them are only for Android. All right. So if you like this video, please feel free to press the subscribe button, and also maybe the notification bell so that way you kind of always get my videos. If you guys have had any experience with any other apps for kind of vegetable plants trying to diagnose what's wrong with them, please feel free to post them in the comment section. I always like to kind of hear what else is out there. And other than that, have a great day, and we'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.